Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Ray's Sports News and Debates. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be going over the NBA Conference Finals. From the West side, we got the Lakers and the Nuggets. From the East side, in a very, very surprising matchup, I will say, Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. First of all, I would just like to apologize to Miami Heat. I, among probably everybody, would not have picked them to make the Eastern Conference Finals this year. But, man, they are on one heck of a run. I'm sure based on how the Lakers finished the season, it's not too much of a shocker that the Lakers are here based on the path that they had to go through. But, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, we'll do the East side first since we're on the conversation. Like I said, it's the Miami Heat against the Boston Celtics. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Boston's gonna end this relatively soon. At least they should. But Jason Tatum, he gotta do something different. He can't be starting out 0 for 11, 0 for 8, 0 for 6, 1 for 14. He can't do that. If he does that against Miami, Miami is going to win this game or win this series in 6. Jaylen Brown, has been balling. And, Marcus Smart's been doing his thing. Al Horford still cranking in at his age. But I'm going to say Boston should win this in 5. But I'm a realist. And I've always said Boston plays really inconsistent, even though they're a really great team. So I'm going to say Boston wins in 6. I think Miami definitely steals a game or 2. I think they steal game 1 and maybe game 4. But outside of that, Boston should win this game or should win the series, and I think they will. Playoff Jimmy is playing unbelievable right now. I'm not 100%. I'm not sure what Tyler Herro's health is going to be going into the series. I know they said his injury was going to be about a month and a half, 2 months. And I think they're almost at that point. So depending on how far it goes, I'm not sure. But I like playoff Jimmy. But I think Jimmy and Adebayo are going to have to cancel out Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They're just going to have to. But I like the Heat. Like I said, I think the Heat have surprised a lot of people, and they have earned a lot of people's respect because they had to go through arguably the best team in the East in 5 games and beat the Bucks. And then you have to beat a very, very fundamentally sound defensive New York Knicks team who, if RJ Barrett and Julius Randle showed up for game 5, series would probably still be going on. But neither here nor there. They played against 2 great defensive teams. And they're going to go up against another, I would say, okay defensive team. They're not as good as they've been in the past. But I do think Miami's going to find a little bit of success. I just don't think it's going to be enough to beat Boston 4 times in 7 games. On the West side, we got your boys' team, the Los Angeles Lakers, against the Denver Nuggets. And I think this series is going to come down to three key factors. Who's going to perform better, Anthony Davis or Nikola Jokic? I think that's the primary focus. How is AD going to make him work? Is AD going to get in foul trouble? Is Jokic going to get in foul trouble? Jokic isn't really known for his defense because he saves everything for his offense. So I think that's definitely the first matchup I look at. The second matchup I look at, and I know a lot of people think I'm gonna say Jamal Murray versus LeBron. I'm gonna disagree there. I think it's gonna come down to who's gonna be that third guy. And when I look at it, who is gonna perform better between Austin Reeves and Michael Porter Jr. I don't think they're going to be necessarily guarding each other. I do think they're going to put Schroeder on Jamal to start out with and mix in Austin Reeves. And the other one's going to guard Caldwell Pope, who I miss being a Laker, by the way. But and then the third matchup I'm looking at is probably going to be D'Angelo Russell versus Jamal Murray. In terms of like offensive firepower going back and forth. Because when D'Angelo gets hot, that boy's hot. When Jamal Murray gets hot, that boy's hot. I do feel that D'Angelo plays a tiny bit more defense than Jamal Murray does. But I think rebounding is definitely going to be a key factor in this series. The Nuggets, on average, I believe they have the biggest rebound differential in the playoffs at 6.1 rebounds a game. Maybe it was 6. But Jokic has been on a different level. I mean, he averaged 35, 13, and 10 the whole Phoenix series. But this is going to test Jokic, being against somebody who's the same height. I think Jokic has a little bit of weight on him, but not much. But somebody who can stop him from dribbling, can kind of keep him in his place, is a great defender, great shot blocker. I think the Nuggets are definitely going to have to change their game plan in terms of attacking the paint, because with AD there, it's, I'm not saying it's impossible, but he's going to make it a lot harder. But I do personally feel the Lakers have the more depth roster. Because when I look at the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder could go off. Austin Reeves could go off. D'Angelo Russell could go off. Rui Hachimura could go off. LeBron goes off. AD goes off. Lonnie Walker IV, who played some big minutes after not playing a while in Game 4 and Game 6, was balling out there. He could come give you production. Tim Brown Jr., who hasn't really seen a lot of minutes, but could come in if we need him to, drain a couple threes, give us that defensive presence. Vanderbilt could go off. They have 8 or 9 different options. And when I look at Denver, you have Jokic, who's going to get his numbers. You have Murray, who I think's a streaky player, but more towards the hot streaky than the least streaky. Caldwell Pope's going to have a big series for Denver to have a chance. Michael Porter Jr. is going to have a good series for them to have a chance. But I do think the Lakers are the better team. I do think for the third straight series, the Lakers are going to win in 6 and go to the NBA Finals to face their arch rival, the Boston Celtics, for the overall lead in NBA championships. This will be 18 for whoever wins that matchup. But I got Boston over Miami. And then I have the Lakers over the Nuggets. Both of the Lakers, Celtics in the NBA Finals. But hit that subscribe button, guys. I believe at the recording of this video, we are just 7 subs away from the big 100. Once again, I just want to thank you guys for the love and support. Okay. If you bowl with me in any of my leagues, tell all the bowlers, look at the channel, hit that sub, hit that like button, send it to your parents, send it to your friends, send it to, everybody and everybody. Let's see if we can get to 100 by the end of the month, guys. And until next time, guys, have a great day.